Okay, so here's my double boiler system I have set up. I literally just have my water in this pot and it's boiling. Really suggest using old stuff that you've just recycled. Inside this pot I have an old coffee can, and I've got it filled, I'll show you in a second, I've got it filled with my beeswax, and I'm just going to let that melt down. I'm not going to run any of my spoons, so I just had the kids go grab me an old semi-clean stick, and I'm just going to use that for mixing my beeswax up until it's melted. When I'm done, I can just toss it back out. No worse for wear. We've got the water boiling inside of here, and then inside of that I've just got my old coffee can sitting. I'm just slowly stirring and waiting for this to melt down. I'm actually going to add a little bit more beeswax in once this melts down more, because I want to have at least a full can to start with. We're getting a little bit closer. We're about 10 minutes in. I've just been slowly letting that water boil. You really don't want to burn. You can burn and well, not burn, you scorch your beeswax by too high temps, heating it up too quickly. So, I mean, you can see I just have a gentle rolling boil. If I can get that down in there. There you go. You can see it's a gentle rolling boil. And I'm just slowly letting my beeswax warm up. This is probably going to take about 20 minutes, maybe, to get this whole can melted. I can't not show this behind the scenes. My fire started back up again, and I thought it was going to blow the beeswax up because it was making the scariest sizzling noise. I ran and got my hose. I was panicking. I'm glad I didn't burn my beeswax. Well, I'm out of breath now because I didn't realize I had literally got this fire so hot. When I first started it was nice, and I'm so out of breath. Anyways, we're back to, I just wanted to gentle fire because you obviously, like I said, don't want to burn your beeswax or scorch it. All right, so now that I've got my beeswax nice and heated, we're gonna go ahead and start the process of dipping it. All right, so we're just gonna take our string and cut it. Now, some people like to take little screws and tie the screws on the bottom just so you have a nice straight line. I don't even take the time to do that because honestly it doesn't matter to me. I love the character of hand dipped, just very simple, rustic. We're gonna dip it down like that, and then I'm just gonna pull it myself once it cools for a second, and you can see it'll pull pretty straight. So now I'm gonna take and we'll dip it again. And I'm gonna start doing this with a bunch of other pieces of string, and we're gonna get this rolling. And over here, honestly, people get very fancy things for hanging their candles. If you're really into it, you absolutely can do that, but I just got our s'more holder and that's gonna work just as well for hanging all of our candles today. I just made a bunch of strings up, and I'm gonna go ahead.
Wood for you.
Honestly, the first time I'm gonna dip all these right at the same time. I'm gonna show you how to do that.
I'll split wood for you.
My pot of beeswax got pretty warm, so I knew it would stay hot for a while. So me and Roscoe moved it over there. You can see him hanging out here. We moved it over to where I would be dipping and hanging. It's just so much faster to just sit there and do that. But I'm going to go ahead and cut the wicks ahead of time so that I've got a bunch made up. Remember that first dip, it really does not matter. You can go ahead and just hold it all together and dip it in there, and then peel it apart. It's not going to affect how the candle looks because we are just starting out at this stage. You got to think, we're going to be dipping so much that these candles are going to get nice and fat, and they're going to be, you know, taper candle length, which is usually about an inch or so, and so this is literally just the very, very beginning stages, and this is a slow process, and I love that about it. I You can actually see throughout this video, I came out here and sat down, and we do have family that lives on the farm with us right now. They're staying here for the time being, and then my dad's always dropping by because his bees are there. So as you can see throughout this video while I'm doing it, so many people from my family stopped by and helped me, and then they ended up having a game night, so you can hear everyone in the background laughing. They were just having fun. I love making beeswax candles because honestly it's a lost art, and it's something that you can't rush. It's a very old-fashioned skill in this instant age that we live in. This is something that it takes time to do, and the next time I make them, I'm actually gonna have Anna come over and make them with me, because you could just sit here with a friend, make some coffee or tea, and chat. Would you like to help me? I actually have my nephew here, so he's wanting to help. Come here, buddy. Come here. Yes, you both can. I got my little boy here. All right, come here. All right, be very careful. It's very hot. I want you to take this and dip it.
I got me one.
Oh, that's too short, sweetheart. Here, come here. Come sit in Angel's lap. All right, Callan, don't dip that on you. All right, just dip it. Just take the top and dip it down in there. Okay. Very good, very good. I'll give you another one, Callan. Very good. It dries very fast. Oh, don't drip it on your clothes. Very good. Let me get you another one. Oh, you hang that up for me. Dip it down.
Would Matt
Good
Maggie
job.
kick somebody?
Oh, Maggie, she has. She's kicked me before. She's out. Oh, look at this. Of course, Maggie's out. This is getting chaotic.
Your house or my house, Angel?
Your house, baby. We have the cows out. I left the gate open.
Does this look good?
All right, thank you so much.
Does this look good?
What'd you do, baby? Oh, look at this guy. Come here, show me. All right, come here. Come show us. I've already got the camera on, so you might as well show us.
Okay, guys, I got
What did you get? Whoa.
I got. No, wait. There's
Big old
salamanders.
salamanders.
No, there's somewhere in it.
Wow.
Hold on. There's a dead. I'll get him.
They've been at the spring house all day. All right, while you're looking for that, I'm gonna get back to dipping.
How are you gonna get big?
Since I'm busy making the candles, she's just gonna get to roam around for a little bit. And she's not a bit upset about it. You can see they're slowly getting thicker each time we dip. And it does take some time, but honestly, it's really fun to do this. You absolutely can get one of those. It's kind of like a stick or something that holds like 4 or 5. It probably would be so much faster. I just don't mind doing it like this. I love to take my beeswax candles, put them in a little candle holder, and use them in the evenings for light. We're actually trying not to have artificial light unless it's red light after a certain time, basically after dark. And I love using my candles. In the new house, I would love to have candle holders everywhere. My granny in Utah, that's one of my fondest memories actually. My granny and Papa King lived off-grid in the mountains of Utah before homesteading was a thing, before it was cool. You know, that they were the original homesteaders, and every single night you would hear the generator cut off. Everything would go dark, everything would turn off, and my granny would be lighting up candles like crazy, and the whole house would have this beautiful warm glow to it, and it was just magical. But as you can see here, Anna ended up finding me, and she was like, hey, I want to sit down with you, and we had the best time talking. We sat there and just dipped candles for a while.
We got 3 salamanders. I caught a frog and let it down.
You got to roll. Yeah, that's the other thing.
Our farm is kind of a drop point for so many different people, so even though we have family living there, we also have a lot of friends stopping by. They end up stopping by in the evening, and the kids gathered around. They helped me finish off the rest of the candles, and it was really fun. This is just one of those things that it's slow, it's old-fashioned, you don't rush it, but you enjoy it and you make memories while you're doing it. And I can't encourage you enough to make your own hand-dipped beeswax candles.